Hello and welcome back. This is Chad Broshears with Go Figure Holistic Personal Training and Ascending to Total Maturity. So today I have a question from a interested spectator, and that is on addictive personalities. And first of all, I want to say that I'm not a therapist in the sense of psychology or psychoanalysis or let's say psychotherapies. I'm a holistic trainer. I created my own education. I have my own philosophies. I have things that I've worked with people that have been amazing, and the results and people that have trained me and all of that are amazing people that have made some amazing differences. But I'm not a psychologist, so we have that clear and out in the open. My intention for this video is just to offer a perspective about my beliefs dealing with addictive personality disorders. So out of everyone I've known with addictive personality disorders, the first thing that I want to say is that that I find that a lot of people don't have a sense of purpose in this life, and I mean like a lifelong purpose. Not just saying a sense of purpose in this life being, paying your bills or raising a family or whatever. Usually those things are not quite like having the life passion purpose. So having that discovered usually leaves little room for the things that will slow you down on that journey. And what I mean by that is if, slowing you down on your journey is to compulsively watch television or to overly consume alcohol or whatever other addiction you may have. A lot of addictions, by the way, because they're not balanced, that's why they're addictions rather than just habits. They're usually out of control, or they have a very strong governing effect on you. So smoking cigarettes is an addiction. Smoking cigarettes has been shown that it will reduce your life expectancy. So therefore it makes it an immoral choice, but it may still be an ethical choice for you to do that, which simply means that ethical choice is a code of conduct, and a moral choice is something that affects longevity or your life. Whether it makes it extends it or if it reduces it, it's still, that's morality, which is mortality. And ethics, again, is just a code of conduct. And I'm going to be this way ethically because I said so. But it doesn't have to have anything to do with survivability. So I bring all that up just because of the facet that if you know that what you want to do in this life is to extend your life so you can experience something, like say if your intention is to, climb a mountain and you smoke cigarettes and you never get off the couch, just in my opinion, of course, but just sitting around and not doing anything and just being lethargic is its own addiction, because it takes something to break it. It takes something to get past it. Smoking cigarettes is the same thing. You started for one reason and it's facilitating something for you, but the addiction itself is not getting you where you want to be. It's actually creating a limitation for it. And if what you require to achieve in your life, or what you really desire to achieve in your life, may take 70 years, you smoking cigarettes reduces the opportunity for that. I'm not saying in absolute that it reduces or completely knocks off the opportunity. As a living example of that is my father was an alcoholic. I love my father dearly. He passed away in 2006, and he died from cirrhosis of the liver. And his addiction is pretty much the only thing that was capable of killing him, because the man had a guardian angel of sorts that watched over him pretty much every time he turned around. There was something happening, and he could get himself out of any situation that would be life-threatening. And he had many in my lifetime. So he pretty much, his addiction killed him. But there was a lot of things he wanted to experience he didn't get the chance to because of his addiction's, grip on him. I can tell you from my experience with my father what it was like, and what my father was missing out of everything that I've assessed and analyzed about his life, because I was there, experiencing it through the guides of a child's eyes to the adult, and then now in retrospect, what I now know and being able to see what he went through. And my father's reasons for his addictions is that he didn't really have spiritual purpose. And when I say spiritual purpose, I don't mean going to church on Sunday. I mean, he didn't feel like he had much, like there was something he wasn't satisfying about his life that had him choose something so catastrophic to his life and have that reign precedence over finding health, finding joy. Because alcohol is a quick replacement for the experience of joy, yet conversely in itself, alcohol brings joy. If your intention is to dilute the experiences you're having, then by all means, alcohol creates the greatest sense of joy, because the definition for joy is not being happy. The definition for joy is the experience you have when you accomplish a goal. So that we have clarity on that. All of this comes back to the addictive personality profile. I don't have necessarily enough information from you, but I can tell you that from my experiences, my father lacked spiritual purpose. He filled the void, his God hole, if you will, as many people have called those things. He's just filled the void with what could fill it at the time, which was to dilute his ability to perceive his life. So with that, to this particular person, addictive personalities, you can go down the rabbit hole called diagnosis if you like. There's really, usually when you go down the rabbit hole of diagnosis, you don't claim ownership and responsibility over it. You usually create a character that is blamable at that point. So I'm not responsible, it's my addictive personality disorder. So you can't challenge that because that's a medical thing, and how dare you, which is defending a character, but yet it's actually you're the character, but you're not being responsible for that. That's a common thing whenever someone's diagnosed. I'm not fat, I'm big boned. They, laughingly saying it or whatever you'd like, but that's still the same concept. I don't have to watch my weight because it's a genetic disorder. I'm diseased. It's not my fault. There's a lot of facets in that I'm not someone out to be nice, and I'm not someone out to be mean. I'm somebody out there just to be direct with my experiences when I'm asked. I'm not out to hurt anybody's feelings. But if you're attached to what's so and like where you're at, then maybe you need an upset so that you can achieve your results, because people are so damn nice. They're not nice because they want to be, they're nice because they feel they have to be. And with that, you can be stuck where you are the rest of your life because nobody wants to help you with an intervention. And that's simply all there is. If you cannot find a purpose yourself, find an intervention. Your intervention can be inward born, or it could be offered from friends and other people. Like getting a DUI is an intervention, one that you don't desire. Most people don't. But it very well can be that catalyst to get you where you want to be in your life by getting you to wake the hell up. Most people are so unconscious, and they're so quick to bitch and so quick to blame everyone else and not to be responsible. So what I'm working on getting at here and presenting as an opportunity for development is simply start to recognize what it is you want to do with your life. And after you realize what you want to do with your life, then simply start to look at what actions you're doing that's stopping that. That's it. So look, I'm just being kind of serious right now, but you know what? I am a 360-degree human being. I'm dynamic. I've got all this stuff. I've got jokes. I got all these things. But whenever it comes to this kind of stuff, I'm impassioned because I lost my father because he was so stuck in the muck of not having a value in his life to do something outside of his family, and his family didn't get along with him because he was so unruly when he was drunk. For people that are family members, have alcoholics in their family, they understand what I'm talking about. You love them, but yet there's times you can't stand them. And from me and my experience and all of my education and my life's education and the university of this world that I've been a part of and a happy participant in that, has given me the privilege of being able to see what my father was missing. And if he was here today, he'd be able to tell you that. So with that being said, my friends, and also to this writer, if you'd like to break the addictive personality traits, again, in my education and what I've created and in my studies and my philosophies, is simple. Start to be responsible for yourself. If you don't want to smoke anymore because you know that it's going to kill you, then freaking quit. Get past the addiction factor. I quit smoking after 6 years. Of course, it was in my teens, and then when I was 20, I was smoking illegally for a while. But I quit cold turkey, and it was 6 years. So to say that I wasn't addicted is bullcrap. I was fully addicted. I just had enough catalyst in my life and enough people that gave a damn about me to support me, and for me to give a damn enough about myself. It wasn't the cigarettes that were smoking. I was. So with that, guys, this message is one with love. Please consider what I'm saying, but at the same time, I can elaborate deeper on many things. But I'm going to leave the video as it is, because this is my development, is in my desire to offer development to you as well, if you choose it. Please feel free to comment. And until next time, I'm Chad Broshears with Go Figure Holistic Personal Training and Ascending to Total Maturity. Thank you, guys.